Los Angeles has the highest poverty rate of all the major cities in America. The Harvard Civil Rights Report documented that about half of all the children in Los Angeles do not graduate from high school. That just goes to show the link between education and poverty.
The Learning Lab was the brainchild of Simon G. Simon saw this need, and so he created this in the year 2000 as a free of charge opportunity for kids in this community to come to get tutoring, to get SAT preparation help, and a safe place for them to stay after school. I always think back to a famous quote that has always stuck with me: "If you build it, they will come."
The typical student comes from around the area. They're local students. Most of them do come from immigrant families on the lower income level. They're first generation students, so they're dealing with dual language, at home and in school. So the average student is just looking for somebody that can be that support just to help them get to where they're supposed to be.
Alejandra Negrete was about 14 years old when she first came into the Learning Lab. Really nobody quite knew the severity of some of the challenges that she had gone through.
My father, hit my mom. I watched him scream. She was just verbally, physically, emotionally, every kind of abuse.
I didn't know quite why she was so quiet and reserved and standoffish, actually.
For us, it was just, we can't see our father. We don't have friends right now.
I remember giving Alejandra a lift back home. We pull up and it's a big, it looks like a big house. And it's a shelter for families who had been through domestic abuse. Just imagine all the things she never had the benefit of experiencing, just the benefits of a daily, regular life. And I could see how it builds up layer upon layer and really hardens a person's attitude towards the world.
School wasn't a priority for any of us. It was just kind of trying to survive. So it was a constant battle of trying to figure out our life and trying to see where we can find a place to call home. And the Learning Lab became just that.
As a student, Alejandra had a spark of ambition, and I could see it. It was hidden. It was way back there. I think what really helped Alejandra was the team effort here in the Learning Lab at Hathaway Sycamores. And when I say team effort, I don't mean just the staff, but also the other children here as well. I was so happy at the same time to see that spark.
I remember one day we actually had to talk about college. I didn't know what SATs were. I didn't know that you can have interviews. I didn't know that you need like a certain GPA.
Just imagine growing up where you've never heard a name of a college.
And he told me, look, I see the potential in you. However, don't expect this to be easy, and it's not gonna come fast.
So you can imagine a child, a teenager going through that process without help. It's impossible.
I think most importantly, what we try to do here is trying to teach them how to problem solve, how to jump over the hurdle, or how to go around the wall when they get stuck on the wall and all they seem to do is kind of bang against it.
Our success rate in the Learning Lab at Hathaway Sycamores has been amazing. We want to provide the opportunity for the child to have every option that they can to graduate from high school, to go to college. And for many of the students, they'll be the first one in their families to do that.
Getting into college was so big. I remember getting the acceptance and I literally came to the Learning Lab. That was my first place.
She was just so happy. She was like literally jumping up and down. It was like Christmas for us.
You know that there are people out there who need that support, and sometimes they don't get it if it weren't for programs like this.
Without the Learning Lab, they're just missing that all-important ticket to success in life.
Yeah, without the Learning Lab, honestly, I'd probably be at home at a minimum wage job.
One of the immediate impacts is the sense of happiness, well-being, and feeling better about themselves. The longer term impact is helping the family to break the cycle of poverty.
You've changed the game when someone in your family goes to college. That's how you begin to change a community. So you start by changing a community one child at a time, which leads to one family at a time, which leads, before you know it, to an entire community changing.
It's better than a zero-sum game. It's better than a win-win situation. It's a win-win-win-win, and it just keeps winning situation.
Thanks, Learning Lab. Because of you, I'm going to use C. Irvine and becoming a lawyer. Thank you.
Well, I'd like to be an engineer, or if it's not that, like I'm studying ocean life.
Thank you, Hathaway Sycamores. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be here.
I want to be, when I grow up, I want to be a veterinarian with puppies.
My name's Catherine Lopez, and I now go to Pasadena City College, and thank you Learning Lab for helping me to get there.
So I want to be a doctor so I could help my family, I could help other children.
Because I really want to go to I don't know, San Francisco or Harvard. I'm still thinking.
Yeah, sure. Well, you got some time.